I'm like getting really angry because I've watched like so many women sing today, and literally all of them are just like, this is not a K-drama. Like, you are not crying on the side of the road with a hot guy standing in front of you. Like, this is not how you should be breathing when you're singing. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Angel Azzarra, and I'm a professional opera singer and voice teacher. And today I'm going to be reacting to one of my favorite pop singers of today, Miley Cyrus, singing Slide Away at the 2019 VMAs. I know that Miley is a really controversial character, but I think that the way that she grew up had to have been really crazy, and I think she's a very strong and independent woman. You know, whatever her choices are, she makes them very unapologetically. And I also think that of the singers today, she really does have a very individualistic sound. That being said, I've never actually heard Slide Away, so I'm looking forward to hearing a new song. Yeah. Girl, that hair. I love her, but come on. Like, some of these choices, I don't know. It looks like she hasn't washed her hair in like maybe 3 months. But she's a strong, independent woman, and if she doesn't want to wash her hair, she doesn't have to. So, there. You know, as much as I love Miley Cyrus, I do not think that she has a very healthy vocal technique at all. So while I preface everything with my love and admiration for her as a musician, this girl muscles literally everything she sings. And that's why, if you've noticed over the course of her career, her voice getting huskier and huskier, it's because you can only muscle everything for so long.
I think I'm gonna miss these harbor lights, but it's time to let it go. Once upon a time it was made for us. Woke up one day and it turned to dust. Baby, we were found, but now we're lost. So it's time to let it go. I want my house in the hills. Don't want the whiskey and pills. I don't get.
So you see how she's breathing with her shoulders and then immediately dropping them back down. She's not only dropping her shoulders back down, but she's locking everything into like a crunch. And she's very much muscling her air and her support by tightening her abs when she sings. I really disagree with this method. You know, it's been around for a lot longer than either I or Miley Cyrus have been around. For hundreds of years, and there are really two camps on it as to how much you can muscle and manipulate your diaphragm and abdomen as you sing. I am in the camp that, you know, your diaphragm descends and ascends 24 hours a day, 365 days a year until you die. So it's better at ascending and descending than you are at manipulating it. So just let it do its thing, keep everything open. And the over muscleization of the breathing apparatus, like just over muscling, your breathing every single time you breathe and sing a phrase, I just think is just so much work, so much more work than a singer should have to do. And you really see like she locks into place when she starts to sing after she's taken that high breath. Every time. But
Back to the ocean, I'll go back to the city lights. Back to the ocean, you slide away. Back to the ocean, I'll go back to the city lights. Back to the ocean, you slide away.
But, you know, the great thing about her is that she is a really consummate musician. She has a very, very individual sound, you know, even as it begins to get huskier and deeper as the years continue on with this technique in place. It's still a very beautiful sound, and I think it elicits a really strong emotional response from her fans and from myself. And, you know, there are so many singers out there that don't sing with a perfect technique or did not sing with a perfect technique and are still, you know, unbelievable, legendary artists. Like, look at Amy Winehouse. She did not treat her instrument in a healthy way at all, but you can't argue that she wasn't, you know, a legendary singer or an icon. And despite Miley's over muscling when she sustains a phrase or when she breathes, she at least has been able to manage the deterioration of her instrument and at least slow it down by writing songs and choosing repertoire that doesn't push her in the same way that it used to. She's still able to have climactic moments. Of course, you know, they're different than they were 10 years ago. Everybody's voice is different as it ages. But she specifically has found and created a sound that works for her and works for the music that she wants to sing.
Once upon a time it was paradise. Once upon a time I was paralyzed. I think I'm gonna miss these harbor lights, but it's time to let it go. Once upon a time it was made for us. I woke up one day, we had time to dress. Maybe we were found, but now we're lost, so it's time to let you go. Move on, we're not 17. I'm not who I used to be. You say that everything changed. You're right, we're gone now. So won't you stay back to the ocean? I'll go back to the city lights.
And, you know, she really can protect her voice, even though she sings in this very muscleized style. She can protect her voice by using backing tracks when she's going on tour, not singing live as often, at least when she's doing tour, you know, 100 performances in 6 weeks. Is that possible? I don't know. I've done too many videos in one go. My brain is fried. Miley really can halt the deterioration of her instrument. And, you know, when I say deterioration, like, it sounds very doom and gloom. I don't think that she's in any danger of losing her voice tomorrow or in 3 years or in 5 years. But the side effects of the way that she breathes are already present in her sound, in the additional huskiness that she has and the raspiness in her sound that did not used to be there to that extent. But, you know, if she is healthy the rest of the time, and I know that she follows a strict vegan diet, I think she smokes, which definitely has not helped the raspiness. But anyways, we won't talk about that. But if she is being very healthy when she's on tour and being very healthy in her daily life, it will slow down, you know, the process of... It will slow down the overexertion of her vocal cords and how quickly they deteriorate. And she is a very smart person. I think that she knows what she's doing. I wish that she was working with a coach that would correct her breathing. She has been singing with these habits in place for so long that she might not even realize that she's doing them. She might not be working with someone that... If she's working with someone, they should call this out. I'm sorry. If she's coaching with someone that's not telling her to breathe like this, she needs to fire them. But she might be working with an idiot, I don't know, or somebody that likes over-muscleized singing and thinks that somehow you can treat your vocal cords that are extremely tiny like they're your quadriceps and you can just push weight through them all day long. Y'all, I am so sick of singers who breathe so freaking hard and hurt themselves. Y'all, stop it. And I love her. She deserves better. She needs a better coach. Such a good voice. And everything is so lined up, you know, her posture is fine. The aperture of her mouth is fine. The way she utilizes her consonants works very well. She's not chewing on anything or over-articulating with her jaw. It's just her breath, but that is enough. That's the reason why Adele needed a microlaryngoscopy. Microlaryngoscopy. That's why, because she was constantly breathing really high and then muscling everything with her abs. You know, it doesn't seem like it's such a big deal if you're still producing a beautiful sound, but you can produce a beautiful sound with bad technique. You absolutely can. But if you cannot stand the test of time with that bad technique and you see your voice clearly deteriorating, like, why are you still breathing like this? I'm like getting really angry because I've watched like so many women sing today and literally all of them are just like, this is not a K-drama. Like, you are not crying on the side of the road with a hot guy standing in front of you. Like, this is not how you should be breathing when you're singing. And I'm like more mad about it because I really like Miley Cyrus. And I'm like, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. I'm also talking, Claudia's right over there, sitting on her bed. Oh. I really am. Like, y'all don't understand. The reason why I am so aggressive about this is because I really genuinely love Miley Cyrus. And it makes me even more angry to hear her doing this to herself because she deserves better. Let's finish it out. Let's see if she takes one breath that isn't a super high shoulder breath and then immediately clenching back down. If she can take one breath that isn't like that, I will be so happy. There was one. Not that one. I am finding that when it's the very beginning of a phrase with a musical interlude, she does take a healthy breath. And then when she breathes in the middle of a long phrase, you know, like back-to-back singing, it's a high breath. So perhaps she's also not expelling all of the air that she needs to before she breathes in again, and she's stacking a little. Still, you know, not great in the long term.
Slide away. It's time to let you go.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, you know, I love her. I really do. And I'm more upset by the fact that she's breathing this way because I think that she deserves to have an incredibly long career. And she still might, you know, if she's lip syncing during concerts, if she's really taking care of herself on tour, or if she just has like the chords of a horse. She can handle this, but who knows how delicate her apparatus is. Some people, you know, Caruso smoked cigars and sang for years. And, well, you know what? Actually, he died hemorrhaging on stage. So never mind. Bad example. But there are plenty of singers who've smoked or done drugs for years and years and years, or singers who have really over-muscled their sound for years and years and still sound good. Because their chords just like are made of steel. But in general, this style of singing is dangerous if you are more delicate in nature. Not everyone does have chords of steel, and so this technique really isn't healthy for everyone. And you don't know until it's too late. You don't know how delicate your chords are or what they can handle until you've already overexerted them. This particularly upsets me because this was a technical problem that I had when I left grad school. And it took me a year on my own, reading everything in sight to fully recuperate my voice. So when I see singers, I don't like breathing like this, I'm like, oh, she's breathing a little high, whatever. When I see singers that I do like breathing like this, I get angry because I want to keep listening to them 10 years from now. And she still sounds so good. Like I said, it doesn't affect you until it's too late. It doesn't affect you until you've already developed a polyp, or, you know, you've already overexerted your cords and now your vibrato is like irrevocably changed. So while she does sound amazing, and she really does, it's such a cool voice, it's such a nice sound, I just wish she wasn't breathing like that. That's all I have to say. Yeah, and if you have any questions or comments specifically about this style of technique versus a healthier breathing technique, please comment and I will nerd out and respond to you and talk about it forever. Claudia knew I needed a glass of wine after this. Y'all, I could talk about breath all day, but I won't, because this video is already, holy moly, it's 17 minutes long. You're gonna edit the crap out of this, right? All of my rants. Okay, guys, enough about breath. I'm going to stop talking. I hope that you enjoyed this video or found it informational or helpful at all. If you are also a fan of Miley and disagree with my opinions on her breathing technique, that's fine. You can comment as well, and I will try and keep up with everything you say. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and toy, toy, toy until next time.